Welcome to Cooking with Miss O. Let's join Mary Beth Oxendine in the kitchen as she teaches you how to cook Southern style healthy.
Welcome again to Cooking with Miss O. We are so happy to have you here, and here's my good sidekick, Marie Pritchett, and she's the one that's always her or my daughter together, but my daughter's not here today. She's the one that's usually in the back getting everything out here for me for the show. She's my silent partner, right?
Yeah.
But she had to be on it today because this is how I bribed her. I don't know how to use her griddle. And she has the Pampered Chef bread knife because we're going to show you. I've always used an electric knife to cut my bread. And I saw Marie when she was cutting her bread the other day at her house that she was using a knife. And it was really easy. So we're going to start. Today we're doing day 6 out of the cookbook. It's breakfast. It's page 27. And we just want you to know that we want you to know how easy breakfast is and how healthy and high protein and good nutrition, and it'll hold you the rest of the morning so that you don't have to buy snacks that raise your blood sugar and all that. And so, and especially with the kids home now and the fresh fruits and all. Marie and I have been picking, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Tell them where we went, Marie.
We went to a farm yesterday where they have organic fruits and vegetables and had the most amazing view. And we had just such a good time, had a picnic there and picked raspberries and blueberries. It was so much fun.
And we're going to be going back there, aren't we, Marie?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we love the place. And we had lunch with the in-house caterer, yeah, that does the catering. It's an excellent place. It's called Bella Farms on Chautauqua, right? But
Yes.
It's in upper Oconee County. And it's a good little ways, but it's worth it because it is so easy to pick there. It's probably the cleanest field I've ever picked in.
I've never seen anything like that.
I've never. And also, you've been to Switzerland, haven't you?
Yes.
And tell us about that, how it looked like that.
I told Mary Beth it was absolutely beautiful. It reminded me so much of the view that we saw when we went to Switzerland, the mountains, and it was just gorgeous with all the vineyards and everything there. It was beautiful.
It was. Now, as you know, Marie's son Josh is in heaven with my husband Tom. And so when I went to a wedding there, I just thought, well, I was there in the later afternoon, and it was so beautiful. And I think I got a glimpse of the majesty of how God has created this beautiful world. It was the most beautiful place. I've been to Pikes Peak, I've been to Colorado Springs, I've been to mountains all, here in the south, and they're all beautiful. But this is probably the prettiest place I've ever seen in my life.
It was beautiful.
Wasn't
it really was.
So we kind of thought that maybe that's the kind of things that my husband and your son are seeing up in heaven, and just a little glimmer of what they get to see every day, right, Marie?
Absolutely.
Now, we are going to cook French toast for y'all. And I made this bread this morning, and Marie is going to show you how the Pampered Chef knife does it so much easier, and you don't have to use electricity. I'm about cutting back on everything right now. I was married to an economist, so I'm always looking for new ways, and I'm reading a couple of new books I want to share with y'all too. I will be sharing those on my website, and I'm so blessed. One of the cameramen here at the station, Tobe, is the one that's been setting everything up for us, and he's been wonderful, hasn't he, Mary,
Yes, he
teaching us how
has.
to do all this. So we got to keep him fed, y'all. So here we go. We're going to start in the recipe. We just need 1 egg, and I'm going to add this to here and then pour that in, and then we'll set this back here. We need a teaspoon of vanilla. Now I buy my vanilla at, and I buy organic, I buy it at Ingles. You can also get it at Whole Foods, but I don't believe there's any other place in the upstate that I know of. And if I'm wrong, please email me. Tell me another place that you can get this stuff at. Okay, because I love having organic things and all natural things. Now this farm, they do wonderful natural processes and everything, and they keep it really well. So if you have allergies to different things, pesticides like my daughter does, this would be the place to go pick. It will have fruits all the way up, pears, apples, everything. And what were some of the other things? They said persimmons.
I think she did say that. And
Yeah.
I know that she said there was grapes.
Grapes, all kinds of grapes went
Yes.
there. And there's going to be blackberries next. Right now, your fruits that you need to be putting up, and I've shown you on other shows, is your strawberries, your raspberries, and your blueberries. They're just starting. The blueberries are just starting. Blackberries are going to be coming. Now, what we're going to do here, she's got the griddle hot. We are going to put this in here. enough so we can dip us some bread in here, and I'm going to take it right over here. Let's walk over here and get this a little closer because this will drip. And we'll put that bread right up here. Now you want to do it a little bit thick like she's got it here, and I'll make the mess and you do the flip. How about that? And you want to soak it in there a little while because if it's not thick, it will fall apart on you. This is my whole wheat bread. The only thing I use in that is olive oil, sea salt, water, fresh ground whole wheat flour, and that's all. And I'm sorry, and also honey from Be Well Honey Farm up in Pickens, and we're going to do that. Now here we go. Now we're also going to show you Cracker Barrel about a year ago or last fall maybe. They did a French toast that my daughter's little boyfriend, he's not little, everybody's bigger than me. I don't know why I say this, but to me they're all still kids, right, Marie?
Absolutely.
I don't care if they're taller than me, they're still kids, right? And so he loves cinnamon French toast. So I've also got my organic cinnamon that I get at, I buy it at Ingles, and we are going to do cinnamon French toast and regular French toast. Let me pour a little more of this in.
I'm going to cut some more bread here for you.
I think that's probably enough, Marie.
Think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
just 2 more slices.
Okay.
I should probably do it, and I might be wrong. So I'll set this over here. Now I am using my hand because of the egg and stuff, but I am not touching other stuff because I will wash up. Whenever you use eggs or anything raw like that, you do need to wash your hands before you touch anything else because we don't want anybody. But you have a less chance of having a problem with organic eggs than you do others.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? It seems like the more we pesticide, the more that we antibiotic, the stronger the stuff becomes resilient to it, and the more problems you have. I never had bugs. I had bugs in my pantry every so often. You'd open a box in the store, you'd have some bugs, but since I have gone all organic, but having it in the Tupperware kept it from spreading, and since I've gone all organic, I haven't had bugs at all, probably
Wow.
20 years in anything. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, I think you're probably right, Marie. I do need a little more bread.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wash my hands and sprinkle a little bit. We're going to use all these fruits on this French toast here. And we're also today going to make one of the snacks because I also use that as a breakfast. And it's a fruit parfait. And that's one of my family's favorites. And I love it too. And sometimes that's all I have time for or all I feel like when it's a hot morning. Or I just want it in conjunction with my eggs and my grits too. I do that too. I'm actually a very big eater, which is hard to believe sometimes, isn't it? But Marie seen me eat.
It actually surprised me too.
It does surprise people. So I love food. Sorry, what can I say? I take after my mom and my grandfather, and they were both thin. So
I wish I had that.
you've got a beautiful figure. You don't have to worry about that. Really, actually, everybody thinks it's wonderful to be thin, but actually, if you get sick, you have nowhere to go. You just get really thin, and it's really hard on you. So it's really not good to be real, real thin, I don't think. But, you know. Here we go. Now, thanks, Marie. Marie, why don't we sprinkle a little bit of that cinnamon on the top of that toast? Cinnamon, when you have, excuse me, y'all. When you use organic cinnamon, it hasn't been irradiated, so it still has the nutrition to it, and it has wonderful health properties to it. Did you know that, Marie?
I didn't know that.
Yes, it's good for cholesterol, it's good for heart. Anything that we have that's the way God made it, it's so much healthier for us. Now I'm going to take these couple of slices, this little bit of bread left, Marie, and we're going to set this right over here on this plate. Oh, that smells wonderful, doesn't
It does
it?
smell wonderful.
Yes.
I had a friend from England who put
Excuse me.
the cinnamon on meat. I had never
Oh,
had
are you
cinnamon
serious?
and meat.
And in England they did
They
that?
did that.
Oh, wow. Now, one thing we had when we had English people here, I served fruit with our meal, and they had never seen that. They eat fruit before, way before, or way after, because they don't have a lot of digestion problems like we do. So don't have your fruit with your meats, because meat, it's time, I'm going to have to stop. I don't want to stop talking to y'all, but it's commercial break, and let me just see you in just a minute. Thank you. Welcome back, y'all. Now I'll finish that story. When we had those English people over at our house, they had never had fruit with the meal. And so they never had digestion problems either, but they ate the fruit with the meal, like cantaloupe and everything like that. And when I was growing up, we never had digestion problems because my family, my grandmother was European, so we didn't eat fruit with the meal. We ate it as a snack or way after a meal or earlier, and if it's a meat meal anyway. So it has to do with meat. So if you're having a breakfast and you're not having any meat with it, then it's okay to have your fruit. But if you're having the sausage and the bacon, you need to have your fruit about 15 minutes before your meal, and that'll help you not have digestion problems. Those look wonderful, don't they, Marie?
Oh, they look delicious.
So now, we also today, Marie, are going to make the yogurt parfaits. That is on page, let me put on my glasses here real quick. This is on page 50. And if you want to, I say it in here in the basics chapter. I have a granola recipe so you can make your own. If not, I love the Cascadian Farm. You can find that just about at every store, I believe. And it's the organic granola, and I get the oats and honey, and not the one with the nuts, because if I do nuts, I do my own nuts and stuff. And let's go ahead and let's do a parfait. Marie, what would you like? Raspberries, strawberries, peaches, or blueberries, or all of it in your...
Oh, it looks awesome. Let's do it all.
Okay, let's go. All right, you're going to do a spoon. I'm going to do a
Okay.
spoon. Here we go. Let's take this away and do this. Here's our yogurt. I always use this. I use this even in my pimento cheese. As y'all know, I use either the vanilla or the plain. You can use either one. Now, how we're going to start off with is the first thing we're going to do in the bottom of the glass is put us a little bit of the yogurt, okay? I'll do it and pass it on to you, just so we have that in the bottom. I just use a regular drinking glass. Got these at Dollar Store or at Belk's. You can get them either place. Go ahead. Marie, you want to take your yogurt? Then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pick my berries. I love strawberries. So I'm going to do strawberries first. Marie, pick whatever berries you want. If you want strawberries, I'm cutting some up.
Okay.
There. For my first layer. Your kids will love making these. You can also make these and put them over, saran wrap over the top of them and put them in your refrigerator so when people walk in, they can have this. You don't want to leave it too many days in there because the yogurt will water up a little bit. Okay, here you go, Marie. If you want strawberries or blueberries. The next thing I'm going to do is put a little layer of my granola right here. Just a tiny little bit here on top of my strawberries. You go ahead and make it the way you want. Then you can tell us about yours and I'll make mine the way I want. How about that, Marie?
I love the berries because I've learned about the health benefits from all the berries, and so I'm really trying to eat a lot more berries.
Now tell some things you've learned from it.
Well, the blueberries are full of antioxidants, and I've heard that it helps lower cholesterol.
It does.
Yeah, it's very good for your heart. And so right now is a great time because all the berries are in season.
That's right. And then we put them up. Now with raspberries, when you put them up, you just drop them in that freezer bag. Don't rinse them or wash them. That's what they told us, right, Marie?
That's right.
And pop those in. I do that with the blueberries too. Now, with the strawberries, you need to take the little stem off those, and you need to rinse those, let them dry, and then you can slice them and put them up. And I do them in a little snack bag and put that in a big freezer bag. And then they're sliced already, and they're great for smoothies. Then I'm going to put some peaches with my blueberries. I also love to do, now the peaches you can slice up like this and put get a whole bowl full, do a fresh organic lemon, squeeze it, pour the juice over it, and then fill the bag with it, and that will keep them from turning brown. Now, I think I'm going to cut these, Marie. Did you get blueberries? Did you get you any raspberries?
I did.
Now, I've had my first raspberries just from the store because I like to get fresh from farms and stuff. That's how I saved a lot of money to be able to stay at home, was my picking and stuff. And I didn't realize how tart they are. But they're
really
good. They're really good.
They're great in lemonade.
Raspberry lemonade, yes. And we're going to do that another show for y'all. We're going to show you how to make lemonade with raspberries and strawberries that we have put up in the freezer.
That's
right,
right.
Marie?
That's right.
Okay. Do you want any peaches,
I
Marie?
do.
Okay, here you go. Here, Marie.
Thank you.
I'm going to put me another little layer of granola here. These glasses are a little big, but it's good because this would do a good breakfast. And if you've got kids that don't really like breakfast, if you let them make their own and put it in the refrigerator with saran wrap, and they can get it out in the morning, make it the night before. These are also good if kids are hungry, they've been playing out in the hot after dinner, they've already had dinner and they've gotten their baths and they're ready to go to bed. Give them a smaller parfait before they go to bed.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then they might even sleep better. My verse, I've been trying to do a verse for y'all. God has been so gracious to give me verses since Tom died. And my verse for y'all today, since we're doing a breakfast meal, is the one that he gave me about 2 weeks after Tom died. Marie, I couldn't take anything. I'm allergic to the base of antidepressants, and so are my children, so we really couldn't take anything. And so what I did was I asked God to help me, and he gave me a verse, and it's a short verse. It says, he gives sleep to those he loves. It's in Psalms. And so I would shut my eyes real tight, sleep on his pillow, and I would pray, God, please. And you understand this?
I do understand.
Yes. Would you please love me so much tonight you give me sleep? I would wake up the next morning refreshed.
Oh.
And those nights when I would wake back up sometimes, and I hadn't prayed it that night before I went to bed, you know, I just went to sleep and woke up, I would pray that because I thought I couldn't get back to sleep. And I was so worried I wouldn't get back to sleep because, you know, you don't want to lie awake after you've lost a loved one.
Yeah.
It's too difficult, and it seems so much harder at night.
It does.
And then he was so wonderful to give me that verse, remind me of the verse. I'd pray that. I think I concentrated so on praying that he just answered, and I went right off to sleep. So, because I know sleep was hard too after Josh went to heaven, right?
Sleep was very hard for me.
Yes.
I had a really hard time. It took me quite a while before I could sleep a full night.
I understand that. If you're having trouble too, a little bit of protein, no sugar, no caffeine after 3 o'clock, those kind of things can all help with it. And tea sometimes. Don't have it after 3 o'clock in the afternoon because that will keep you awake or keep you going all the time. So, all right, now I want to finish mine off. What you going to do?
I'm going to
finish
grab
yours?
the granola.
Go right for it, okay? And I think that I am going to do, what have I not got in here?
The bananas?
Huh?
The bananas?
The bananas, that's right.
right.
Thank you, I forgot all about that. Good way for potassium. Oh, we also found out too that peaches, if you have a child that won't eat spinach, peaches have the same nutrition as spinach. And so feed your child a peach.
I did not know that until today, so I'm so excited.
I am too. I wish I'd known that a couple of years ago with mine.
I can get Allie to
So-
eat peaches. I can't get her to eat spinach.
How I got my kids to eat spinach was I made a spinach dip,
Oh, yeah.
and that kind of helped. But I can just eat, and I love raw spinach. I think it's excellent. I do organic on that. And this is organic bananas, y'all, and we're going to have some slices here, Marie, and put that in there. I love strawberries and bananas. I love bananas in smoothies, and I love them in parfaits. You'll be surprised when you have your kids cook with you how much better they will eat because then they want to try everything they've made. So that's a real good way. Go ahead, Marie.
Okay.
These glasses are real easy because they don't turn over real easy. So if kids are working on them, and they're real cheap at the dollar store, and then you can buy a whole set of them at Belk's anywhere.
These look
I
delicious.
think there. I think I'm going to add me another strawberry. How about you, Marie?
I think this is good.
I'm having fun. Here we go. Well, I think that's about it today. I'm going to top this with a little bit of granola here. And we're going to a commercial break. Thank you so much, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Now you're going to get to see us try this. Look how pretty our parfaits are, how much fun they are. Marie, you had a great suggestion for families who have lost somebody. Why don't you go ahead while I finish off our strawberries on here?
You don't have much of an appetite when you're going through grief, the grieving process, and to have some fresh fruit or something that's just a little more appealing may make it a little easier to be able to eat and eat good, nutritious food. Because usually it's just grabbing a piece of cake or just something on the spur of the
Yes,
moment.
I know.
Whereas if you had something like this, it may be a little easier.
the other thing too is we also want these recipes enough because, like in my town, we've just had a mother that died of cancer and the father was left with all the children. We want you to know too, it's that these are easy enough for men to do, and men that maybe haven't cooked. I mean, there's a lot of women that maybe haven't either. The other thing too is this is also good to teach your kids how to cook. My husband didn't know how to cook when I married him. His mom was a wonderful cook, and a lot of these recipes are based on hers. The French toast I learned from my mom, and my mom wasn't that great a cook because she loved to sew and do other things, but she let all of us girls loose in the kitchen, and that's where all of us loved to mess with it, and it was like playing house. Do you want some maple syrup?
Sure.
Now, I got this organic maple syrup at Ingles today before I came in to shoot the show, and it's wonderful. And I buy in bulk a lot of times, and this is the one I buy in bulk. So you can get it. It's in the organic part with the syrups. The reason we can't eat it is my daughter's allergic to formaldehyde, and that's in regular syrup. So if you have a child or a family member that gets a stomach ache when they eat maple syrup and it's not organic, that is probably your reason. Now, Marie, let's try it, okay?
It looks
Let's
delicious.
Try. You try that. I'm going to try this first,
Okay.
okay? I love this. I'm going to try this. Now, Marie, if this tastes really good, I know it's the griddle, and I need one. So tell me when they go on sale. Where did you
Okay.
find your griddle at?
I actually got mine at Penny's last year, the day after Thanksgiving sale.
Really? How much?
Like $20, less than $20.
Oh, wow. Ladies, I can't wait till Thanksgiving, and I can get me a griddle like she's got.
This is wonderful.
Oh. The cinnamon is wonderful.
Tastes so
Though I just want to thank you so much for viewing us today and being here with us. And just hope you have a blessed day. And if you try the recipe and like it, please let us know. Thanks again. Bye-bye.